Hey guys, it's Amber, and I'm excited to share with you my scrapbook album from a trip I took to Italy and Switzerland in 2016. I did an album in 2014 that I really truly loved. It was one of my first really big albums, one of the first I did with like enlargements from my new photo printer at the time. And I took some inspiration from that so that they kind of had a similar feel, with lots of circles and certain types of embellishments that I use, but this album is definitely different. So we went to 3 different places. We were based out of Milan. We took a day trip to Venice, and we took a day trip to Switzerland. So there's some different feels throughout the album. So this is just a picture of the Duomo on a really bright, beautiful day. Added this digital art and font to my photo before I printed it. And then this is a die cut from Ali Edwards and a cork piece from one of her kits, probably the fun kit. So I usually try to start out with a map of some kind from a scrapbook company. This is scrapbook.com. And I have some little cork geotags on here showing the 3 places that we went on the map: Milan, Venice, and where we were in Switzerland in St. Moritz. And there's something printed on here that I covered with this cork piece and then added some stickers. So this hour and memories are not part of the paper, and neither is the arrow. So just kind of drawing your eye around the page. I have a selfie of us at the airport. We had a overnight flight, like most flights to Europe are, and included our tickets. These are some Kelly Perky tickets, and this is an Ali card, our baggage tags, and just some letter stickers showing that we're going to Milan. I like to keep paperwork and stuff and cut it up and add it to little things like this little Emirates thing. Helps make a third little piece of red to draw your eye around the layout. This Hello Vacation was from Ali Edwards' 2018 travel kit that she created. So I used a couple different things here. These were from a Week in the Life kit from a few years ago, and I have an entire week's worth with this gold foil. We left on a Wednesday. That's when we were able to find a good flight. So what I'm using is this type of card, a 4x6 for every day, and I also have these chipboard pieces for each day of the week, so you can kind of tell the difference between the days. And then I have, let's see, this is from a travel card set that came out by itself a few years ago. This is from the specialty card kit from 2018, and these are 2 Christine Heron cards, that came from a Project Life kit. Picture of us on the plane, a picture of the plane. This is a chipboard piece I added a tiny little like vellum sticker to. So I have a little 4x6 pocket insert here, just shows the menu for our food. And then these plastic tickets were a part, I believe, of one of her travel kits. I don't remember which one, but I have just a whole booklet here of printouts of all of our flight info and tickets and receipts. So I just stapled that right on top there. So it has all our flight info. So once we arrived in Italy, we had to get tickets for the main train line to get to near our hotel. So just showing what the tickets booths look like, shot of the train coming in, our actual ticket, and then another one of these tags. Then here I have a copy of the train map. We started like way up here off the map where Malpensa Airport is, and we had to come down here, switch lines, and then we were going to the Turo station. So I circled that with like a little Sharpie. And I have a little bit of detail here written out. Here's our Airbnb paperwork for where we stayed. And then this is really old basic gray paper that I just use as a nice, I thought it was really European looking, just as a nice filler to back that up. Another die cut and cork piece. And then here I have my Thursday card. So we arrived in the morning. This is an Ali card from one of her sets. This is from the Lost and Found kit. So I love this morning, afternoon, and evening because it really drew off the colors of the buildings. This is an Ali card from somewhere on one of her kits again, but I loved this navy color. Here's my Hello Thursday chipboard and another die cut. So just showing the place where we stayed, the street we walked down to get to it. We actually rented a little apartment basically. So we had our bed and like couch. We had a little kitchen with a laundry facility. So it was really cute. Added some die cuts and then explained some more details here. I think we took a nap and then headed out for dinner at this Mama Farina's. It was right nearby. Got this pizza, Jared got a burger, and just used some Kelly Perky cards here. and I love this Oh Hello chipboard for the pizza. So our first adventure that we took, so like, you know, because we were traveling and tired and getting into our place, our first adventure was to Venice. So I have this card here from Allie Edwards, and this is from Ellie's Studio. And I have a picture of the train. So we took a high-speed train. I have a getaway card here from the adventure kit, and my Friday card with the gold foil. And a bunch of like teal colors. So we had like first class tickets so that we could be comfortable, because it was a couple-hour ride. It was my boyfriend took a picture of me watching movies. Here he is looking at stuff on his phone. And this is like a sticker from a kit somewhere because it said Venice. Here's the adventure tag, and this is a rubber piece. It says Exciting Adventures. That was from the 2018 travel release. So here I have like a see-through pocket, which I love. It says Let's Get Lost. That's from the Lost and Found kit. And the story here, and I love these pictures of myself, but I was actually very upset. We got on the water taxi and we went in the wrong direction. But with our train times, we only had like 6 to 7 hours, and we spent our first hour going the wrong direction, not seeing anything. So I was very upset. So I have my chipboard piece here, some geotag paper, a little stickers that say Water Taxi and Take Me to Venice, a little chipboard that says this. And then finally, we picked a spot to get off, and it happened to be right where we wanted to be, thank goodness. So I used some green chipboards from the 2018 kit, Travel Fail, Places to See, Love, just to provide some color. This is right at St. Mark's Square. This is the Bridge of Sighs, and our tickets for our museum passes. This is our very well loved and folded multiple times water taxi map that we used. So basically when we got on, we should have gone this way, and instead we went like way around the wrong direction. A close-up of the Bridge of Sighs. So I added this digital word art and a little cork sticker from the 2018 kit. Just a picture showing what the crowds looked like as we were nearing this area, because it was one of the most popular areas of the city. A picture of us, little puppy sticker, and a little Venice selfie sticker that was in this kit I bought from scrapbook.com. And then some of the gondoliers and just some close-ups. So here we went into Doge's Palace and toured that. This is a little rubber piece I stapled on here. Close-ups of some of the details and architecture. This is like a die cut, another of Doge's Palace, a die cut go and a good fun cork piece. And then just some detail shots wandering around. This is from inside the Bridge of Sighs, looking out onto the crowd of people taking photos. And here we are in St. Mark's Square, just taking some crowd shots. These are all Allie cards, and then some pattern paper, little chipboard. More close-ups, and all Allie cards and pieces. And then a little 6x8 insert here because I really loved this photo. I didn't think it needed to be a full 12x12. Clear acetate blue, it's like a teal clear piece, and then a cork camera. And here I like to find illustrated maps of the places that we go. I think they're really fun. So I found this online and downloaded it. And then this is actually a real Venice map that I have. And I added these cork pieces to show the different places that we stopped. There's also an arrow here and an arrow here, just to kind of lead your eye around the page. And this is actually, I found this online and downloaded it too. This is not a map we used, but it came out great. This is actually scrapbook paper, but I used these lost and found words from the Lost and Found kit and this large geotag from, I want to say the adventure kit, but I'm not 100% sure. This is one of my favorite page dividers that I like to use. I take and I cut off the last row of 4x6 photos. I do this just when I don't have enough to spread it out to a full sheet, and I love the variety also of having different page protectors. So I have a close-up of a gondolier and the ornate details inside the gondola. The guys going through the canals, this little travel stories chipboard. And on the back, I just have us walking through the city. Here's like my boyfriend, just shows how close and narrow the streets are. I have another plastic piece layered on a die cut with quick star. This was our tickets for all the museums that we got to see, and I added a little sticker from the Venice sticker pack. And then I have this one actually came out really dark, but I never ended up reprinting it, but just a close-up of the main canal. Added some digital art. There's a little puppy sticker and another chipboard piece. More close-ups. Just, you can never seem to take enough shots of all this. Another one of the tags. This is an actual see-through piece here. And it's chipboard from the lens kit on the other side, and these are some Project Life cards that just happen to sort of match all the colors. I have a close-up of the water here, my little gondolier sticker. And a picture of the Rialto Bridge. It was actually under construction, so most of it was covered with like this canvas that was made to look like it, which was kind of funny, but I just took a picture anyway, and wrote about how it was a little disappointing to see it, and it was totally covered. These are some stickers from, or sorry, Italy specific travel cards from Echo Park, I believe. I'm gonna have to look that up, I can't remember, but they have a whole bunch of different countries. And then I have a Kelly Perky card here and another little Venice sticker. So we made it home, had like a late dinner right near our apartment. So I included, this was probably another 4x6, 4x6, and all 3x4 sideways. So like a full 12x12 page that I trimmed down just to hold the photos we needed. And then just kind of a little visual break here with no actual photos. And the next day we explored Milan. So I have a little bit going on here. This is an actual map. I have the die cuts and stickers here in the middle with a cork piece. I have, these are stickers that I put onto the map that say Adventure 1, 2, and 3 for the 3 places that we went, and then pointed them out on the map here. Some of our train tickets. And I put Milan and puffy stickers up here as well. And another close-up with me in front of the Duomo. And then some shots. It was such a bright blue sky. It was actually kind of hard for me to find cards that went with it, but really happy with the way this came out. And then played up the teal from this Saturday card here. So I was able to find this awesome geotag paper, one of the cards from the specialty card kit in 2018, and just some chipboard and puffy pieces. And here we went to Loudery, which is a famous macaroon place. Even used this little bicycle chipboard to match the bicycle photo. This is actually a little menu booklet that can be unfolded. A little business card I tucked in there. So this was a shot of the menu, a shot of the counter, and then a shot of the actual box we got. And then we went to this place called Spadari Cafe, which this was one of my favorite meals. It was an amazing Milanese risotto. It was so creamy, so amazing. Here I have, from the 2018 kit, there was this little half circle like paper pad, and I trimmed it down just so I could add a little note here showing the train going through the streets. And here I took some detail shots. These are more that are around the Duomo, but in the shopping center that's right next door. So just beautiful floors, some vertical shots of the sun coming through the window here. It was like perfectly timed. It was so beautiful. And then looking up at the ceiling, this is the shopping center here, us inside of it. And then moving on to dinner that night. So we actually went for sushi in Italy. So I have their business card on here, and I kind of used green to mimic their sign. So just some shots of our food, and then we went for gelato and got gelato roses on the way home. And here we are on Sunday. So this was Easter Sunday, so I spelled that out here in letter cards. So everything was closed for Easter. It's a pretty big deal in Italy. We weren't able to really find anywhere to make plans, so we made sure we went to the grocery store and bought food, and we made purse pasta with chicken, and these dove pastries are really popular in Italy. It's like a cream cheese with like nuts and coconut, I think, on this special bread. So we picked some of those up at the store. And I have a little shot of us cooking above our laundry. It was kind of a cute little apartment, so that was fun. And then some stuff that we bought at the grocery store. We love buffalo mozzarella and prosciutto. And then also, just part of an Easter story, these large chocolate Easter eggs were in every window and every grocery store everywhere. We didn't buy one because they were like a foot tall and it was a lot of chocolate, but it was really cool. So our next day after Easter, on Easter Monday, we went on a trip. And so I have our Monday card. Our first stop was at this church. It was like a tour in Toronto, Italy. And so we stopped here. We had lunch with this special pizzo cherry pasta. which had, let me see, cabbage and mozzarella. It was really interesting. Beef carpaccio. I took this stained glass window photo, and these are just some shots around town. This is our travel info. So what we did is we took the Bernina Express to Switzerland. So I have the paperwork here showing where we started and where we were landing, and then played up the red color of the Switzerland flag here in the Bernina colors. So a picture of me outside the train station here for the tickets, some Switzerland paper, this little plus sign paper that I found, and I stapled the go on there, a picture of us on the train. And then we passed all these like really cool like viaducts and turns, and it was a really, really beautiful trip. So I have this really cool "You Are Here" card, and I wrote Switzerland in. Another one of these rubber stickers. This is from Allie's vacation set. It was from a few years ago. Puffy sticker with the Swiss symbol. And then you can see where we're going from green to snow. So this was a really cool shot that I was able to get as we were driving by of one of the really big ski lifts going up the mountain. And another great shot here of the train in front of us. You can see the mountains and the Alps. It was so beautiful. It actually got to the point where we couldn't even see anymore. So here we are in St. Moritz, which is one of our stops, actually our only stop. This was like a tunnel leading from the bus area. A map of St. Moritz. We went and visited the Calm Hotel, which is my boyfriend's last name. So these are all Christine Heron cards. Some shots of town. Here's like a 6x8 insert for this photo that I wanted to include on the back from inside the Calm Hotel, looking out at the Alp, with a stamp from Allie's kit, little cork arrow, and then some details. And then I spelled out Calm. This was a release she came out with a while ago that had one of every letter. Luckily it was only 4 letters, but a shot of it from down in town in front of it. It was really neat to see. Then we stopped at some chocolate places, picked up some chocolate, and then here I have an illustrated map that I was able to find and download of the Bernina Express Trail. So here we were in front of the Alp Groom, and it was actually hard to find cards. Again, I don't have a ton of bright blue products, so I was able to use this card from the Glee kit from a long time ago. This is from Ellie's Studio, and then this is like a sticker that I was able to use on there. Added some digital art and just some close-ups of it. And then when we started to leave, we had to take a bus back to the train station in Milan, and we went down this road here. So this was a review from the bus, and this is like a view that I found online that shows, like, imagine a full tour bus making all these turns. It was crazy and really amazing. So here we were back in Milan for that night, and we went to this place called Obica, which was a mozzarella bar. It was incredible. So this was actually a picture I found on their website that showed their 3 locations, but we ate at this one in the Brera neighborhood. So I have their business card that I put a little other card on the back from Christine Heron. I got lasagna made with buffalo mozzarella. Here was the next day where I went to the Duomo, back to the Duomo by myself. My boyfriend was not feeling well, so I have never done this before, but I took the train back to the center of town by myself. We had done it before, so I felt pretty comfortable, knew where I needed to be. Otherwise, I probably might not have done it on my own, but I used some of the Brave kit. This is from a Kelly Perky kit, my Tuesday card, and my ticket. And what I did is I went to the top of the Duomo by myself, and it was a really awesome experience. So some pictures looking down and some construction from the top of the roof. Took some selfies of myself in front of the flying buttresses, looking up at one of the details. And then this was just really, really cool. Another one of the rubber pieces, a chipboard piece that I popped up so it would stick above it. These cards are all from an old Project Life kit, chipboard from Allie. And just some more shots. It was a really beautiful day. Another close-up of the flying buttresses with some digital art added, some more chipboard, and another illustrated art piece from like a map. Here was a little booklet about the Duomo. And I have a picture here. It was hard to crop smaller, so I used a 4x6 of the most amazing gelato I've ever had in my entire life. They filled the cones with chocolate, so that's what these are here. These are like just constantly pouring chocolate, and they stick the cone in and fill it. And then it had raspberry and chocolate gelato, and then this amazing whipped meringue topping, and then you could get different flavor options. And the line was out the door. Like you can see my ticket here that I had to get. Incredible. I would go back here just for this. It smelled amazing, tasted amazing. So that was one of my favorite memories. And then later on that day we went and got, or actually no, you know what? This is not later that day. I just grouped a lot of gelato photos together from the week. That way I wasn't trying to add one in every day. And I put this Better Together card from one of Ali's story kits, because in Italy you order 2 flavors together. So I explained that here, and just some shots of the different places. This one was right near our apartment, so we went there multiple times. This was our dinner that evening. Went for pasta. And our flight home, including our tickets and our train station passes to get back to the airport. A whole selfie from inside the airport and from on the plane. This was us landing back over New York, I believe, and it was a beautiful sunset. We have another specialty card from the 2018 kit, our baggage tags. And this was something that I think came in our ticket booklet, and then our menu for the food on the flight home. So a lot going on in this album. Really loved making it, and I love travel albums. Trying to get it all to fit together, you know, 4x6 is vertical, horizontal, trying to add in the ephemera that you get, and it's just one of my favorite things. I love to include maps, and I hope you guys are inspired to work on one of your travel albums, and I can't wait to share more with you. So thanks so much for watching. Bye.